Goswamis, I'll just show you one of the Goswamis. See, here is Raghunath Goswami. In the picture you see. You're seeing that? See, this is Raghunath Goswami. He's sitting and chanting, and tigers are coming to drink water in the Radhakonda. Hmm? And Krishna is standing behind with a stick, so that if tigers may harm the Goswami, then Krishna can drive them away. Hmm? And Radharani saw that sun is so hot, so she is taking the end of her veil and covering over the head of Raghunath Goswami. So when Sanatana Goswami saw this, he asked Raghunath Goswami, "Hey Goswami ji, do you want to serve Radha and Krishna, or you want Radha and Krishna to serve you?" Yes, because they both are serving you. Huh? Krishna is standing with a stick to drive out tigers, and Radharani is giving you shade. Hmm? Therefore, Sanatan requested him, please make a cottage, kutia, and then chant in the kutia, he said. After that, Raghunathas made a kutia after that. Still, the mood is explained here. How the Goswamis behaved. He Radhe Vraja Devike Lalite He Nanda Suno Kutaha. They were asking, Hey Radharani, where are you? Are you in Radhakund? Hey Nanda Suno, Krishna, son of Nanda, where are you? Are you in the foot of Govardhan hill? They were always in a searching mood, longing mood of separation. Although they are seeing Krishna, they would never say that I have seen Krishna. They don't say like that. They are not proud. So that's the mood Lord Chaitanya taught. Read that.
How do we take Radha's shelter? We need to serve the mission of Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityanand. They reveal how to take shelter of Srimati Radharani and mercifully give us that shelter.
Yeah. Actually, joining the Sankirtan of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is non-different from dancing in the Rasa dance with Krishna. It's the same. Because Krishna only comes as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, adopting the mood of Srimati Radharani's bhakti. So that is why it is said. So yesterday I told you, shelter of Durga, and this is shelter of Radharani. This is external potency, this is internal potency. Correct, no? So, taking shelter of external potency means what? Being a materialist. All the materialists in this world, their success means making money. Correct, no? Make money and enjoy material life. So they take shelter of Durga and they get kicks also in this world. And those who take shelter of Radharani, their goal is to enter the spiritual world and become one of the associates. And render seva. Just like you see many gopis are behind. So they are all engaging in service of Radha and Krishna. Even these Goswamis also, each of these Goswamis is actually a manjari in the spiritual world. They are the small gopis, the spiritual world. That is called as Siddha Deha. And this is called Sadhana Deha. Right now what Deha we have? Sadhana Deha. When you become spiritually very advanced, you will get the Siddha Deha, which is spiritual body. And that form will be your eternal form in the spiritual world. Everybody has that form. Somebody is a gopi in the spiritual world. Like here you see the here you see the gopis. Somebody is a gopa in the spiritual world. Somebody is a cow, like that. We have an eternal form in the spiritual world. So we will eventually attain by chanting Hare Krishna. So Krishna says that in Gita, those are Mahatma devotees, they take shelter of Radharani's shelter and they engage in Bhakti Yoga. It's very simple. You just remain a devotee in the association of devotees, you will understand this. Read it.
What happens when we take shelter of Srimati Radharani?
Yeah. See, Srila Prabhupada, even this old age is offering obeisances. He will say. I read it.
We get protection. Although we have got Krishna's qualities, still we sometimes fall down. So we require protection. Therefore, we chant Hare Krishna, not alone Krishna. We first of all take the shelter of Krishna's energy, Devya Maya, Devi Maya, Radharani. In Vrindavan, they chant Radha Krishna, Jai Radhe.
So Hare means Radharani and Krishna. So we begin with Hare. That is taking shelter of Radharani's name. That is saying. So let us come back to the. So about this I will not explain because this we have explained it in the Sankalp camp, I believe. You all did one activity. Remember that? Krishna appearing in the jail of Kamsa. How he is not an ordinary child. It's a divine child. Can some of you tell me why Krishna is counted as a divine child and not an ordinary baby? Take the mic. Cut. 10 points you can make.
He appeared with hair when he.
He had hats when he appeared. Very good. Curly locks of blackish hair.
He came with smile, Prabhuji.
He smiled. He didn't cry.
He came with flute, Prabhuji.
Yeah, flute and then? Yes.
Before coming, the Vishwarup himself came and said, I will be coming.
He showed both the forms, Vishnu form and Krishna form also he showed, okay? Give the mic to him, one mic here. He told his two previous life of his parents. You are Prishni and Sutapa, I came as Prishni Garbha. You came later on as Aditi and Kashyapa, I came as Vamandev. Now you have come as Vasudev and Devaki, I have come as Vasudev. So is there any child who can speak to parents about two previous lives? Can you imagine? What else? There is a hand up behind. Give the.
They came with the jewels and the peacock feather and the divine.
He had jewels in his body. Have you ever seen a child born with jewels? Yeah. Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Usually a newborn child have folds and he's very beautiful.
Yeah, correct. He's very extremely beautiful, charming, and he lit up the whole jail with his light from his body. And he also, no newborn child can speak like this. They generally speak only after 3 years. He spoke on the first day. And he told his father to take him to Nanda Gokulam. On the way, the Ananta Shesha came and gave protection, correct now? And it was heavily raining, but not a drop fell on him. Because Indra made arrangement not to shower water on Krishna. Yamuna gave way. All those things. So his birth and activities are divine. You all know this pastime. This I showed you yesterday, Krishna's greatness. What's happening? This I showed you. So Krishna's greatness in two pastimes. One is showing whole universe within the belly, and another one showing outside. Vishwarupa Darshan, correct? Both show his greatness. And his sweetness as a child. That's a great pastime. See, he becomes son of Yashoda. Yeah, Yashoda is putting him to sleep. Even sleeping Lord looks very beautiful. Everybody comes to see him. But his everyday sleeping is also a pastime for him. So Mother Yashoda is telling her friends, see, this fellow is not sleeping. I will tell him some stories to make him sleep. She starts telling some stories. She tells him that long, long ago lived one great king called Hiranyakashipu. And then his son's name was Prahlad. And Krishna was hearing, very interestingly. When she told about Narshangadev coming out of the pillar, Krishna said, I know this story already. Mother said, if you know it, you should tell me in advance. I am finishing the story, you are telling me you know it. Okay, I'll tell you another story, she said. Ramo nama babhuva. Tadabala siteti. So mother is saying, there was a king called Rama. And Krishna heard with great interest. Go ahead, very interesting, tell me. And then his wife's name was Sita. He said, Tam piturvacha panchavati vane viharataha. On the order of the father, he went to Panchavati, the forest. Tasya harat ravanaha. At that time, a great asura, Rakshasa, called as Ravana, came and stole Sita. Nidrartham Janaki Katamiti Hare Hunkaratah Shanvatah. Till now, to put Krishna to sleep, she was telling Janaki Katha, Krishna Katha, Ram Katha, she was telling. Lord Hari also was saying, Karatah Shanvatah, means he was saying, very interesting hearing. But now, when he heard Tasya Harat Ravana, suddenly Krishna jumped up from his bed and he shouted loudly, Saumitre Kwa Dhanur Dhanur Dhanuriti Vyagra Gira Pantunaha. He shouted, hey Lakshman, get my bow, get my bow, get my bow. 3 times he shouted. Why? Because Krishna entered into Rama's mood. Because he is the same person I told you. Correct, no? As soon as he heard about Sita's Apaharan, he couldn't tolerate. He said, Lakshman, get my bow. Like that he said. So all the other gopis asked Yashoda, Yashoda, are you putting your son to sleep or are you waking him up? Yashoda said, oh, this fellow doesn't seem to sleep hearing the story. So you all go away, I know how to make him sleep. And all the other gopis left. And Yashoda, dhadal, she fell in the bed and pretended to sleep. And Krishna was trying to pull her hair, pull her nose. She was not getting up. Then Krishna thought, even if I show tamasha, there is no one to watch. So Krishna also went to sleep. And then Yashoda opened her eyes and saw Krishna sleeping. Then she got up and went to kitchen. After that. In this way, he performs pastimes with his mother. So Prabhupada explained the ecstasy of pure devotees. Read the translation.
By chanting the holy name of Supreme Lord, one comes to the stage of love of Godhead. Then the devotee is fixed in his vow as an eternal servant of the Lord, and he gradually becomes very much attached to a particular name and form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Somebody is attached to the childhood form of Krishna. Balam Mukundam Manasasmarami. Balagopal. Somebody is attracted to. Somebody is attracted to Krishna as a friend, like Arjuna, Sudama and all. Somebody is attracted to Krishna as a lover, like Radharani Gopis. They accept him as a lover. So everybody is attracted to Lord in one particular relationship. Yes.
As his heart melts with ecstatic love, he laughs very loudly or cries or shouts. Sometimes he sings and dances like a madman, for he is indifferent to public opinion.
Yeah. When a devotee keeps on hearing these lectures and studying the literature, chanting the holy name, one will come to a stage where one will relish the Lord's pastimes. You understand? What Yashoda is telling, if I keep the butter pot down, this fellow, mischievous fellow, will spoil everything. He will break the pot, he will distribute the butter to monkeys. But I will keep it on the top, rooftop. Then this fellow cannot jump up and he can't do his mischief. Now Mother Yashoda said like this, she put it at the top and she went away. Now Krishna is coming now.
விஷமக்கார கண்ணன் பொல்லாத விஷமக்கார கண்ணன் பொல்லா.
See, Pollada means dangerous. Vishamakara means mischievous. The song says that this fellow is a dangerous, mischievous fellow because nobody can do anything which can defeat his purpose. Such a smart and intelligent fellow. So, that Krishna is saying that now what he does, you can watch.
கண்ணன் விஷமக்கார கண்ணன் வேடிக்கையாய் பாட்டு பாடி விதம் விதமாய் ஆட்டம் ஆடி நாழி குரலிலை செய்யும் நந்த கோபால கிருஷ்ண கிருஷ்ணன் கண்ணன் விஷமக்கார கண்ணன் வேடிக்கையாய் பாட்டு பாடி விதம் விதமாய் ஆட்டமாடி நாழி குரலிலே செய்யும் நந்த கோபால கிருஷ்ணன் விஷமக்கார கண்ணன் விஷமக்கார கண்ணன் பொல்லாத விஷமக்கார கண்ணன் விஷமக்கார கண்ணன்.
You understand? So she sees the pot is dropped down and he has fed his friends and monkeys and himself also ate, and as soon as he saw his mother coming he ran away. And mother finds her legs sticking on the butter, and therefore she was shocked. What mischief this fellow is doing. So I will tell you another mischief he does. One day Krishna comes out of his house and looks for his friends. Arey, no, friends are available all around. What mischief can I do now? He's looking around. And then he finds one gopi in the next door, neighbor gopi. She's drawing a rangoli. So she goes and calls her and says, hey, gopi, can you sing Mukhari Rag? He's asking. She says, Mukhari Rag, I know many other raga, but this raga I don't know, she says. Then he gives her a pinch. And then she starts screaming. And she starts screaming. He says, this is how Mukhari Rag looks like. I will see then.
வேடிக்கையாய் பாட்டு பாடி விதம் விதமாய் ஆட்டமாடி புல்லாங்குழலோ கோலப்புல்லாங்குழலோதி கோபிகளை கள்ளமாடி கொஞ்சம் போல விண்ணை தாடி என்று கேட்டு ஆட்டமாடும் விஷமக்கார கண்ணன் விஷமக்கார கண்ணன். அழைப்பான் பக்கத்து வீட்டு பெண்ணை அழைப்பான் முக்காரி ராகம் பாட சொல்லி வம்பு கிழுப்பான். பக்கத்து வீட்டு பெண்ணை அழைப்பான் முக்காரி ராகம் பாட சொல்லி வம்பு கிழுப்பான். எனக்கு அது தெரியாதென்றால் எக்கூறுக கிள்ளி விட்டு அவள் விக்கி விக்கி அழும்போது இதாண்டி முகாரி என்பன் விஷமக்கார கண்ணன் விஷமக்கார கண்ணன்.
You saw that? So he does mischief like this. So when devotees hear this type of mischief of Krishna, that's what he says here. See? Read it again, the translation, now you'll understand it. Read it.
By chanting the holy name of Supreme Lord, one comes to the stage of love of Godhead. Then the devotee is fixed in his vow as an eternal servant of the Lord, and he gradually becomes very much attached to a particular name and form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. As his
Like
heart,
the name we are attached to is Hare Krishna mantra. Yeah,
as his heart melts with ecstatic love, he laughs very loudly or cries or shouts. Sometimes he sings and dances like a madman, for he is indifferent to public opinion.
Yeah. One they're all very great Maharajas. Each of them is influencing lakhs of people all over the world. Krishna Hare Krishna. This is Prahlad Prabhu. ISKCON, Maharajas. So that's why what he says, last line you read.
As his heart's melt with ecstatic love, he laughs very loudly or cries or shouts. Sometimes he sings and dances like a madman, for he is indifferent to public opinion.
Yeah. Actually, when a devotee reaches a stage where he doesn't care about the world around, because what is this material world? It is Krishna's one insignificant energy. For Krishna, the real energy of Krishna is internal potency, spiritual world. So one reaches that stage of bhava where one constantly is absorbed in Krishna. That's a real stage. See Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates. They are always, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, every morning he used to travel around and reach to different people. Go on. It's the ocean of samsara. But these devotees are completely oblivious. So Mahaprabhu will make the farmer also dance. See, the farmer has come. in this? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Sankirtan. I observed 5-6 things I observed. Anybody? Can raise the hand. We'll give mic. I give the mics to them. One mic here. Yeah. Yes.
Hare Krishna, bro.
Yeah. Where's the mic? Yeah.
Hare Krishna, bro. Chaitanya Prabhu dancing everybody.
Making everybody dance. Who all you saw?
Beggar.
There was one farmer plowing the field. Another one you observed?
Beggar.
Fruit seller.
Fruits.
Huh? Who? Pandalpur. That was one was a farmer, one was a fruit seller. They were sitting with the fruits and I think flower seller, I think. Mahaprabhu made even ordinary people went to them, picked up their hands, please come and dance, made them dance. Okay? What else you observe? Give the mic to him.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। चैतन्य महाप्रभु जी सब लोग रथ यात्रा
रथ यात्रा कर रहे हैं, correct. They were taking Jagannath, Balasubhadra and the chariot and dancing in front of the Lord. Okay?
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ji traveled different places and spread this information and knowledge.
He traveled to different places like this. Go place to place, meet the people, make them chant Hare Krishna, dance, and then spread the knowledge also. Okay, what else?
Prabhu ji,
yeah?
Especially emphasizes on छोड़ना नहीं जोड़ना है।
सब लोगों को जोड़ा भक्ति में।
और दूसरी बात ये कि वो उनका कृष्ण जी से प्रेम इतना था, उसके बावजूद भी उन्होंने इस चीज को पर्सनली रखा, बाकी सब में भी बांटा और बाकी सब में बढ़ाया।
ऐसा नहीं कि सिर्फ अपना ही भक्ति किया, लेकिन दूसरों को भी बंटवार किया। वेरी गुड। There's one hand of this side.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Lord Krishna is so much happy by seeing their kirtan and their dancing.
Lord Krishna was blinking the eyes and appreciating that Sankirtan. Okay? Yes?
No matter whatever situation we are in, we should chant Hare Krishna.
In all situations, one should chant Hare Krishna, he thought. Also, you saw the instruments they were playing? Some were playing kettle drums, some were playing the trumpets, correct, no? Somebody was playing small kartal, big kartal. So the instruments are played and kirtan is performed, singing is done and dancing is done. Also, you saw some uniformity, how they were walking in a very beautiful manner. Morning also, I always insist people should come in tutu, correct, no? Why? Because you can see how organized, beautiful dancing they were doing, isn't it? Yeah, what else? Give the mic to him. Mic.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, as you mentioned earlier, in the ocean of samsara, Harinam is only the boat that can take us back to Godhead.
Very good. Beautiful. Haribol. So in this way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was absorbed in bhava. But in his bhava, he did not forget the people of the world. He also distributed others, like he said. Good point it was. Huh? So there are a few slides I'm going to slip, but one important thing I want to tell you here. There is one category of people called sahajiyas. What they do, the sahajiyas, they don't follow 16 rounds chanting, following 4 regulative principles. They say there is no need for guru, they say. Directly you can connect with Krishna. So these people go to Vrindavan, they do parikrama, they lead, sometimes they also connect with opposite sex, sometimes they fall down also with widows. It is seen. Because they don't follow any regulations. What they say, will spontaneously do bhakti. Some people अगर उनको बोलेंगे आप जपा करो, अरे प्रभु जी 24 घंटा भगवान का नाम चलता रहता हमारे मन में. They say like that. So should we be sahajiyas or proper devotees? We have to follow regulated lifestyle. That is what is. So that is why I have given you this shloka here. If somebody says, मेरे हृदय में भगवान के लिए बहुत भाव है, and is crying tears, rolling on the ground, they are doing some drama. How to check whether they are true devotee or not? This is the shloka. Please repeat. Kshantiravyaartha kalatvam viraktirmana shunyata agavandasa samutkantha namagane sada ruchi asaktistat gunakhyane प्रीतिस्तत् वसति स्थले इत्यादयो अनुभावास्योर Jata Bhavankure Jane. See, these are the 9 symptoms. Please read them.
9 symptoms of ecstatic love.
Ecstatic love.
Ecstatic love. When the speed of ecstatic emotion for Krishna fructifies, the following 9 symptoms manifest in one's
If
behavior.
any of you feel that sometimes you feel some bhakti bhava in your heart, whether it has reached its maturity or it is simply emotional or superficial, how to test it? These are the 9 symptoms.
1. Tolerance and forgiveness. Second, concern that time should not be wasted.
They don't waste one moment in anything else. 24 hours they engage in Krishna service. Yeah.
Third, detachment and loss of taste for sense gratification.
They not only give up sense gratification, they lose taste for it completely.
Fourth, absence of false prestige.
They don't have mithyabhiman.
Fifth, hope against hope in Krishna.
Even if they face challenges, Pandavas were driven away to forest, their wife was insulted, all the property was looted. Did they give up bhakti to Krishna? They always have hope.
Intense eagerness.
Yes. They have samutkanta. They have eagerness to perform bhakti with great eagerness. Yeah.
A strong taste for chanting the holy name of the Lord. Attachment to descriptions of the transcendental qualities and pastimes of Lord Krishna. Ninth, affection for those places where the Lord resides, that is, a temple or a holy place like Vrindavan.
Yeah, Vrindavan, Mayapur, they are attracted. They'll go to the place and say, oh, this is the same Govardhan hill which Krishna lifted. Then they'll bow down to Govardhan. They will chant the holy names, remembering Krishna's pastime. And they will like to go to places where Krishna performed Leela. And they hear the pastimes by going to those places. Yes.
These are called anubhava, subordinate signs of ecstatic emotion. They are visible in a person in whose heart the seed of love of God has begun to fructify.
That means the love of God has started coming up in their hearts. Based on this, one can understand. So, yeah. Just like the picture you see here, a greedy man is counting money. A lusty man is running after a woman. Similarly, a bhakta's heart is greedy for Krishna. That's the example given. Jagat danamayam lubdaha kamukaha kamanimayam idivat pashyati hare shariram. Jiva Goswami says this. This is the best examples given. Look at this fellow, how he's counting money. Look at his face. Greedy fellow, right? And that fellow is chasing after a woman. Like that one, Radharani, wherever she turns, she sees Krishna's form. You can see that. So, yeah, read this.
Right and wrong outlook. According to Srila Bhakti Siddhant Saraswati Thakur, one who has experienced his own true identity understands that all things exist as paraphernalia for giving ecstatic pleasure to the Supreme Lord. Thus, one becomes free from the separatist vision in which one sees the world as existing for the.
What is separatist vision? Thinking this is my house, my car, my bungalow, my family members. That is separatist vision. And, proper universal vision means the whole world belongs to Krishna. Just put one tulasi and offer the whole world to Krishna. Let me offer fruits to Krishna, flowers to Krishna, grains to Krishna, my car for Krishna service. Let my house become a place for conducting programs. Let me cook prasad and then let us distribute prasad to the people. Thinking that everything I have should be used for Krishna service. That's the correct vision, he's saying. Look at these two fellows below. One fellow wants to control the globe. Another fellow wants to enjoy the dollar notes. Isn't it? On the other hand, one who understands connection to Krishna, that's correct outlook. Now, these are all background things I was telling you from the Srimad Bhagavatam. So, I have built this seminar in such a way that partly we should know Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti. We have to perform it properly. And then that will lead us to the Bhava Bhakti as the advancement happens. So, here I told you, like Krishna and Balaram are stealing here. You see, Patel and Gopis are coming from the door you are seeing. So one day the Gopis went and complained to Yashoda. See, your son, he comes to our homes and steals. You have put so many jewelry on his body that it is shining. And he finds out where we keep the butter pots. See, Krishna's habit was what? If a butter pot is kept closed, Krishna will be upset. Why you keep it so tightly closed and bind with ropes? You should keep it easily accessible so that I can take and go fast. Like that. And in case he is caught, he will tell the gopis that, tell anybody about what I did here in your house except one person. Who is that? Yashoda. வெண்ணெய் பானை மூடக்கூடாது, வெண்ணெயை அவன் விழுங்கினாலோ கேட்கக்கூடாது. In case he took the butter and swallowed, nobody should ask him why you did this. அம்மா கிட்டே சொல்லக்கூடாது means don't tell my mother, tell anybody in the world. But if a gopi goes to complain to Yashoda, சொல்லிவிட்டால் அட்டகாசம் தாங்க ஒண்ணாது. What is the meaning? If anybody gopi goes to complain to Mother Yashoda, Krishna will do such a noise and create a scene that the gopi will forget what she went for. Because he is afraid. Why he is so afraid of getting complaint to the mother? What is his problem? Okay, she will show the stick. She may bind him. Correct, no? Once she keeps him bound at home, what will happen? He cannot go out and do his mischief. So, see, they all have come to complain. One gopi is coming and showing the pot. See, this fellow is emptied completely. And all the gopis. See, one thing we should know, their complaint is not a serious complaint like you may go to the police to complain that you lost a laptop or something. It is not such a serious thing. Because in Vrindavan, in those days, during Nandotsav, they would throw butter at each other and play. You will see that. Nowadays, you throw butter, they will pick it and keep it in the pocket. There's so much scarcity now. In those days, they used golden ornaments. Now people are using plastic. In those days, even in my home, I have personally eaten in silver plate in my village. We have a big silver plate at home. Now people are eating in paper plates. One student center event, they put a patal. I thought, "Hey, you guys have banana leaf, wonderful." So I washed my hand and came and sat. Then I realized it's not patal, it's a paper made like patal. They make like that nowadays. So that is the opulence of Kali Yuga now. So here it's not that they have a very big deficiency for butter. Their complaints are very... the whole idea of their complaining is to have some exchange with Krishna. They come and complain. Taye Yashoda Vanda Ayar Kulakudita Mayan Gopalan. Like that they are singing a song. If you lose your laptop, will you go and sing to the police people? My dear police, my laptop is stolen. See, when will you sing? When you are in a very jolly mood, correct, no? Joyful mood. So they are all in joyful mood. They are coming and complaining. One pastime I'll tell you. They are saying that, see Yashoda, your son looks like a very good boy by your side, sitting very chupchap, very silently, as if he has done nothing. But he has come and stolen butter from our homes. Do you know that? And Yashoda turned to Krishna and said, Kana, your father is the king of Raj. How is it that you're going to homes of other gopis and stealing butter? Such a shameful thing you're doing, bringing bad name to your father. What is this? Kana said, Mom, who told you? Do you trust them or you trust me? Mother said, okay, I'll trust you. But how will you prove that you are not stealing? Why should they tell lies about you? He said, they are all simply lying, mother. They want to see me beaten by you, that's all. Therefore, they are saying, don't take their words seriously. See, when Krishna was speaking all this in Nanda Bhavan, the coward boys were all watching from the window. Every time Kana will give some nice talk, mother will go away, then coward boys will say, Kana, very good, well done, well done. They would encourage him. Then one of the gopis said, if you don't trust our words, go and see in his chin there is a butter. So Yashoda went back and saw in the chin there was a butter. She took a mirror and showed to Kana, hey, look at your face. Kana looked at the mirror and smiled and said, yes, Mom, I saw. What did you see? I saw my hair. I saw my face. She said, no, look at this. What is this? This is butter, he said. Now it is hence proved. Correct, no? You have eaten butter in their homes, otherwise how you got this? Kana said, oh, you're talking about this butter, mother. This butter they only gave me, he said. And the mother went back to the gopis and said, you gopis are giving him butter and saying that he's stealing butter. Why are you telling lies like this? And the gopis said, Yeshode, in your house the butter you make, that's made from a very special cows. Do you know what is the name of the cows? Padma Gandha cows. Padma means what? Gandha means? Yeah, so the fragrance of the cow's milk will be fragrant like a lotus. So You make special butter, we make lesser quality butter. See, our quality, your butter is bright white. So why will we feed low quality butter to your son? Your son belongs to a great family. We don't feed the butter. He has stolen. They said. Now Yashoda was confused. Who is speaking the truth? Again she came back to Kana and said, Kana, they are saying they never gave you. You stolen. So, okay mom, you tell me. If they say I have stolen the butter, how is it possible? They keep it in the rooftop and I am such a small child. Is it logical to think that I can get it? Huh? Mother said, oh, your logic is very good. Huh? She also said, you are right, Kana, now. I understand now. She went to gopis and she was upset with them. She told them, hey, gopis, I think you are all simply bent upon punishing my son. He's an innocent boy. Such a small boy, you keep butter on the top and complain him. So the gopi said, your son is small in size, but his intelligence is very big. Huh? You know what he does? He makes a pyramid. Huh? Like you see in the picture in the left top here. You're seeing that? Huh? Here? See all the covered boys all laughing here, you see? Climbing one over other. And he knows how to take the butter. Huh? How to get it down. And he eats himself, feeds his friends. He calls all the monkeys also. He feeds the monkeys also. And he gives the monkeys several times. Take once, take second time, take third time. After 3-4 times, monkeys say, thank you, no thanks, enough now. Our belly is full. He's telling, no, you have to eat one more hand. Huh? And the monkeys throw it here and there and they spit it. And then Kana gives a comment about the butter. He says, this butter is so bad, even monkeys don't like it. Huh? After eating all the butter to his stomach full. Huh? So now Yashoda understood. Huh? Oh, this is what my son is doing. This naughty boy behaving such like a good boy here. So she said, now I will do the needful, she said. Then she went to the garden and brought one stick. Huh? When all the coward boys saw the stick, they got frightened. Hey, Kana, mother is bringing a stick. Huh? You know, in stick also there is a bending stick, there is a stiff stick. Huh? Like the Yumlika stick, you know, tamarind stick will bend. Which stick bends more? The stiff stick or the bending stick? Any of you got from the teacher? Like this? We have got correct. Like that. See, when one boy will be getting, other boy will be laughing. And then he's laughing, boy says, hey, your turn, tomorrow turn. They say, you wait and watch, when you come, everybody else will laugh. So Yashoda Maya took a stick in the hand. Huh? When she came, then Kana asked, Maya, till now you are speaking very sweetly. Where did the stick come from? Yashoda said, and then he told her, see, mother, I will tell you the truth if you throw away the stick. Then mother said, today I am going to find out the truth. I'll throw away the stick. Tell me now. She caught hold of Krishna's shoulder and said, tell me the truth. And Krishna sang a beautiful song. Maya Mori Me Nahi Makan Kayo Maya Mori. Like the sang. Me Nahi Makan Kayo. Mother said, this is what you wanted to tell me? Pahle jo bola, wahi bola wapis. You didn't steal butter. And Kana laughed and said, Mama, you didn't hear what I said. Maine hi makan ka. Ara, tumne hi makan kaya. Pakada choda mat isko. She went to catch him and Krishna ran into the kitchen. She also ran into the kitchen, but she didn't find him in the kitchen. How is it? A child runs into the kitchen, you don't find him because he was hiding behind the door. Huh? Then when she moved the door, he came out running. Huh? Then he ran to the street. Huh? You know, she's hiding behind. Then he ran to the street. Why he ran to the street? Because he thought that street somebody will be passing by and they will stop Yashoda from beating him, no? Because Yashoda also will feel little uneasy to punish a child in front of others. No? Yashoda said, I will not punish you in the front, I'll take you inside and do the needful. Actually, Yashoda was running behind. How can she catch the Supreme Lord? Huh? See, other gopis are watching from behind. Cows are also watching. As she ran, Krishna was running ahead. He was thinking, mother is little weighty. She can't catch up with me. Surprising. So far I have run, she never came. And then he looked behind and immediately got caught. He looked behind at that time. She took him in. And then she scolded him, "You are not only a thief who steals, but you are also very clever. Huh? You are a makanchor, you are a liar, you are a monkey lover, you are a forest dweller." Many names she called them. So then Krishna said, "Maya, so you're calling me a monkey lover, forest dweller? Then I'll go to forest," he said. Then she became really afraid, because children sometimes may do what they say. Huh? So she thought that I will go into the kitchen, and this boy, if he goes to forest, how will I find him? Huh? What will I do? She became very, very worried. Then she tied him up with a rope, and tied him so that he will not be able to run. She tied him to Okal Bandhan. Okal Bandhan, like that. So she tied him up like this. So as Krishna Balaram are growing, when they came to 5 years of age, there is one verse, beautiful verse we will recite from the Srimad Bhagavatam. ततश्च पौगण्डवयश्रितौ व्रजे बभूवतुस्तौ पशुपालसम्मतौ गाश्चारयन्तौ सखिभिः समं पदैर् वृन्दावनं पुण्यमतीव चक्रतुः. Krishna Balaram came from the Kaumara age to the Pauganda age. You see, Kaumara means 1 to 5. Huh? Pauganda means 5 to 10. Kaishora means 10 to 15. Huh? So now they came to Pauganda, means they crossed the age of 5. Immediately Krishna and Balaram went to Mother Yashoda and said, "Maya, Maya, now we have become grown up. And our intelligence also has grown up now. Huh? Now we don't have to stay at home. Now we want to go to forest for herding the cows and calves." So earlier, Krishna was allowed to do the, herding of the calves. It's called Vatsapal instead of Gopal. But Vatsapal means he has to do it around the house only. He can't take the bachata anywhere beyond that. Mother Yashoda didn't mind. Okay, take the calf around the house, nearby. But now he's going to take the cows and calves to the forest. So Yashoda would never allow. But Pashupala Sammatau, he said, you see. They got permission from Nanda Baba and all the other covered men. Then Krishna took Gashcharayantau. Charayant means to herd the cows in the forest. Sakibi Samampadai. Took all his equal friends also and went to the forest. And he did not wear chapal. Why? Because Mother Yashoda had made him golden slippers for him. But do you know why he refused to wear that? No. He said, if you don't give chapal for the cows, then how can I wear? If they suffer, then I will also suffer. So he didn't wear it. And cows, hearing that their master doesn't want to wear chapal, whole night they did the homework of breaking all the Vrindavan stones and pebbles and everything. Today, if you go to Vrindavan, it's like Johnson & Johnson baby powder. You've seen Vrindavan? Dust, it's very, very soft it is. It's made by the cows. So that Krishna can walk on soft sand. So, he's going with his friends, with his bare foot, increasing the sanctity of Vrindavan. Punyam ativa chakratu. This verse says that. So, here he is asking permission from Mother Yashoda. And Rohini, Yashoda Rohini are sitting. Can we go for playing? Yeah, both mothers are saying, okay, go for playing better, but you have to come back by 1 o'clock and the Baba will take lunch. They're saying. So they're going and playing games. Like you all saw a couple of dramas, covered boys playing games right now. So they're playing different type of games. Police, thief, and such kind of game. Sometimes tug of war. Sometimes ice boy. Ice boy means somebody will close Krishna's eyes and all the boys will hide in different bushes and then behind trees. When the hands are taken away, then Krishna has to find out who is where. Is it difficult for Krishna to find out? He's the heart of everybody. Still Krishna will search just to please his covered boys. Many games they would play like that. So one day they were playing games like this, and Mother Yashoda sent Rohini to call. Rohini came to call, but then they didn't agree to come back. Even you all have experience in summer vacation when you go to play, sometimes 3, 4, 5 hours you play, isn't it? You don't want to come back. So Rohini came back and told Yashoda that, see, you love them so much. You can call them better. When I go and call, they don't come. So, because Kana asked Balram, Bhaiya, you are saying mother is coming. Which mother has come? He said, Rohini. He said, hey, Rohini, no problem. We can manage. But when Yashoda came, so they know that Yashoda is more strict. So, see Yashoda, how she calls, you will see. Beautifully she will call. Krishna Krishna Ravindaksha Tataye Histanam Piva Alam Bihare Kshukshantah Krida Shrantosi Putraka Alam Bihare. Enough of playing, my dear children. You must be Kshukshanta. Kshut means hungry. And Shanta means tired. Say Krida Shrantosi Putraka. You must be very hungry. You must be very tired playing. Do you think they got tired? How can God get tired? They are never tired. Even children, I remember when we would play in summer vacation, you don't get tired at all. Parents think you will be tired. So we can go on playing. So they are addicted to playing with the friends. They don't want to come. But she's calling very sweetly. She's calling Aravind Daksha means what? Lotus-eyed one. And this is the way in Vrindavan people will call. Naino ke tara Govinda bolo re bole. Naino ke tara Govinda bolo re. Gopala bolo re. Jaya Gopal, Jaya Gopal, Jaya Radha Madina Jaya. Jaya Gopal, Jaya Gopal, Jaya Radha Madina Jaya. Prano se pyara Govinda bolo re. Prano se pyara Govinda bolo re. Whenever they would call Krishna, many people would call him with different names like this. Naino Kitara means apple of the eye. In English we say apple of the eye. She's calling Aravindaksha, she's calling. So, Krishna didn't come. So what she said? Hey Rama Gacchatatashu Sanuja Kulanandana Patareva Kritaharas Tatvaman Bhuktumarghati. Hey Rama, Agacha. Hey Balram, you come beta. I know Krishna is difficult to catch, but you are more, well-behaved fellow. So, hey Tata, darling, you come first, she said. And then while coming, what you should do? Sa Anuja Kulanandana. Anuja means catch the hand of your brother, bring him also with you. She's very intelligent, Yashoda. Because she knows that Balram is well-behaved. He will come, but he will catch Krishna's hand and bring also. You all took breakfast and went early in the morning. That Bhavan Bhoktamat. Now you are fit to eat now. Full lunch now, isn't it? Pratikshate tvam dasharha Bhoksyamano Brajadipaha. She's telling that, see, for both of you guys, your father is waiting, Nanda Baba. He will not eat unless you come. Therefore, you should come now, she's saying. Now Balram was little concerned. He told Krishna that, hey Kana, our Papa is waiting. How long can he wait for us? We should also go and eat with him. Kana said, little more time we will play. Then Krishna asked his friends, so dear friends, can we stop the game for an hour? We'll go and come back and then we can start. Friend said, Kana, you are about to lose now, therefore you want to pull out. Okay, you go home and come. When you come, you can sit in the corner and we all will play. You can clap hands. You can just only watch the game. Then Krishna said, if that is your condition, then I am continuing to play. Then he continued to play. Their mother said, Dhuli dusaritangasvam putramajjanamavaha janmakshantedya bhavati viprebhyo dehiga shuchihi. Beta, look at your body. There is so much of dust due to playing. Huh? And I will nicely bathe you and dress you and decorate you. And today is your birthday. Huh? And the Brahmanas are waiting at home. You have to give them charity. This is not true. She's speaking lies. Can you imagine? She's speaking lies to absolute truth. Huh? Because she thought today, if I tell him it's birthday and you have to give cows, after he comes home, he can say, sorry, your birthday is another day. Huh? So she's calling him like this. Still he didn't come. Huh? Then she's telling, Pasya pasya vayasyamste matram rishnan svalankratan tamchasnata kritaharo veharasva svalankrataha. Pasya pasya, hey, see all your friends. Vayasyamste means your equal age group friends. Look at them. Matram rishnan svalankratan. They are all bathed by their mothers and they are wearing very nice decorative ornaments in their bodies. Tamchasnata kritaharo. Beta, you also take proper bath and wear the ornaments. I will decorate you. And then take your prasad and then come back and play all day. Who is going to stop you? See why she is doing this? Children, can be easily brought to track when you compare them. For example, some mothers would say, good boys wear shoes. Like that some mothers say. Immediately the boy will wear socks and shoes. Say, Mom, I am wearing shoes. So what am I? Tell me now. Okay, now you are a good boy. You see mothers do that? Similarly, she's telling, look at your friends, how neat they are. Okay, Mom, I will also take bath and come. So what do you say? Am I a good boy or not? That's why she spoke like that. In this way, Yashoda tried to get Krishna Balram to home, but they were in no mood to come. Then she employed a trick. She told them, my dear children, you all are so keen on playing. Little do you know the dangers that children can face in Vrindavan. They asked, what is the danger? And she said, there is one animal called as How Bilau. Huh? The face of the animal is like a lion. Huh? Body of the animal is like a horse. Huh? And this animal runs very fast like horse. But his most delicacy that he loves the most is children like all of you. Huh? She said, children said, really, mother, we have never seen it. Huh? Not even once. But she said, it's roaming around Vrindavan. Anytime it will come. You guys play, but be cautious, she said. They all said, we'll be very alert. She said, if it comes, you also run into your home and close the door, she said. They all agreed. So she waited for a short while. Suddenly, she made a loud noise with her two dilated eyes and she showed her. Shabilav, she shouted. All the coward boys became frozen. She took a about turn and ran away. When she ran towards Nanda Bhavan, what she did, both Krishna Balaram came on a razor side. So one hand she caught Balaram, another hand she caught. That's a verse. Yirtam Yashoda Tamase Shashekaram. Boliye. Matva Sutam Sneha Nibadha Dhirnrupa. Haste Grihitva Saharamamachyutam. Nitva Swavatam Kritavatyathodayam. Itham. In this way, Yashoda, that Supreme Lord Krishna, Ashesha Shekharam, his body is like a Neelamani, shining beautifully, translucent. Krishna's body is like a glistening blue. In the Bhagavatam, the word is used as Snigdha Pravrid Ghanashyamam Sarva Saundarya Sangraham. Snigdha Pravrid Ghanashyamam means like you've seen a silvery cloud, you've seen? Like that, Krishna's body is glossy blue, it is said. If you want to clear, it's like a close-up toothpaste, you've seen? It's a glossy toothpaste. You've seen that? Krishna's body is that color actually. So, there's no dust in his body. But out of love for that baby, Krishna, she wanted to bathe him and make his body clean, he says. What was her attitude? Matva Sutam. She considered Krishna to be her own son. This is the greatest qualification of Yashoda, which we are all struggling to have this consciousness. We deal with Krishna in a very aucharic way or an official way. But she treated Krishna like her own very dear child. So once we come to the stage of treating Krishna as our own, and we become Krishna's and Krishna becomes ours, that is actually the highest stage. I heard about one Jamindar was sitting in the first floor in a Jula. His daughter had come home. So he was talking to the daughter who had a small baby. And then suddenly from the top he saw on the ground floor, the gate, the watchman was standing. One small boy came to pass urine on the wall of the compound. He told the watchman, "Hey watchman, wo chota ladka piss kar raha hai. See, he is passing urine. Drive him away," he said. The watchman shouted at the boy and the boy ran away after that. Because he wanted to pass water on the wall, he didn't allow it. Then Jamindar again came back and sat in the Jula, and his daughter brought the baby and kept on his lap. And the child passed urine in his own dhoti. The whole dhoti became wet and hot also. Yeah. And he told his daughter, "Hey, beti, bacha dekho kitna smoothly piss kar raha hai, dekho. How smoothly is passing urine, how wonderful it is." See, when I heard it, I was amazed because he didn't allow a boy to pass urine on the wall of the house, compound wall. But he is accepting this urine on the lap and is enjoying it also. Anybody can say why? Identifying? She is my daughter and the child is her son. So it's called mamata. It's called as dehatma buddhi. He is considering the child to be his own. Correct? Now my grandchild. Attachment. Mental attachment. When there is mental attachment, is what Radha Govind Maharaj was telling in one lecture. One wife was kicking a man on his chest. When he wanted to catch her hand, she gave him a kick on his head. And that man wrote a poem. Kalidas says this, Maharaj was telling. He said, "Oh, my dear wife, your feet are so tender that my sharp hair should not pierce you." He was telling him. The Maharaj said, "लोग कितने कुत्ते बन जाते हैं देखो, जब मोहग्रस्त हो जाता है जीव, वो कुत्ते बिल्ली बन जाते हैं." He was telling Maharaj. You understand what I'm saying? Actually, it's not that she is going to feel pricked by his hair, but this kind of flattery words comes when one is in mohagrasta because of dehatma buddhi. Same way that Jamindar also. But that kind of, feeling we should have for Krishna. Matva Sutam. She considered him her own child. Why? Sneha Nibaddha Dinrapa. Her intelligence became imbued with love for Krishna. Sneha. We call it as a TII. Instead of IIT, we call it transcendently imbued intelligence. Transcendental, she is imbued with love for Krishna. Haste grihitva, she caught the hand of whom? Haste grihitva sa ramam achyutam. One hand achyutam, another hand ramam. She caught both of them. Nitpasvavatam kritivattadodam. She dragged them back to home. See how powerful she must be in love. She's able to drag the children back to home with her. We generally say, I have to go back to Godhead. She brought Godhead back to home. Both Godhead, yeah. This is Yashoda, you see. Okay, when she brought them home, what happened after that? So, she bathed them, dressed them, decorated them. They sat together with Nanda Baba. They were eating. So, Kana asked Balramji, "Hey, Dao Bhaiya, how beloved dekha kya?" He asked. Balram said, "How beloved aaya tha kya?" He asked. Balram said, "Aaya tha." Then Krishna asked, "Kya aapne dekha kya?" He asked. And then Dao said, Balram said, "Maine nahi dekha, maa ne bola na, aaya hoga," he said. So, and Mother Yashoda understood that Krishna is skeptical, he is doubtful. She said, "Arey, how bilav aaya ki nahi, tum log aa gaye. Huh? You people have come home, just chup chap khao." She said. What is so special about this? Krishna is behaving like an ignorant child who doesn't know what is how beloved and all that, because this is the intensity of love that they experience in spiritual world, in company of Krishna, Balaram, huh? Yashoda. Here, what is Krishna doing here? Huh? Yeah, he's taking the sandals of Nanda Baba and coming and giving him. Nanda Baba is also a pure devotee. Hmm? Seeing his son bringing the chapel is so touched in the heart. Every morning, Yashoda and her other elderly gopis and gopas, they come to give send off to Krishna and friends. See, Krishna is going to forest along with Balram and covered boys. It's every day, 8:20 or so, they leave. 8 o'clock, 8 to 8:20, they leave. And that going to forest is also a leela. Because, do you think they don't have any servants to take the cows? Go to forest. So, actually, when Krishna turns to the age of 6, he was made Gopal. That's one beautiful chapter, 10th canto, 15th chapter, where it is said, he asked his mother, "Mother, you are making a beautiful golden sandal for me, sandals to wear, and I'm going to forest. But what about my cows? The cows are all going to walk barefoot." Mother Yashoda said, "We have lakhs of cows. How are you going to send them? If you have to make for cows, you have to make two pairs, because every cow has 4 legs. How can we make for so many? We have made only for you." Then Krishna said, "Sorry, if they are not going to wear chapel, then I will also not wear." See, Krishna is going barefoot. When the cows heard it in the night that our master is going to come without any chapels, immediately they had emergency meeting. They went to the forest and with their horns and with their hooves, they broke all the stones, and because tomorrow onwards, Lord is going to come with us to forest. They broke down. Even today, you go to Vrindavan, it will be like Johnson & Johnson baby powder. You'll see soft. How many of you have seen Brajaraj? Correct, no? It is very, very soft because of the cows. Yeah. The cows loved Krishna, Krishna loved cows so much. See, this is what you sang at the beginning. Yashoda Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari. See, Yamuna Tira Vanachari. That's this picture. That is Yamuna, and that is Yamuna Tir, and there is one, Kadamba one, forest. And Krishna Balram cow boys are running with the cows and calves. This is a very beautiful scene. Cuckoos are welcoming Krishna into the forest. Woo! They are cooing and welcoming. And the peacocks are dancing. And with the feathers spread out, they are walking behind and welcoming Krishna also. And the deers are looking at Krishna with love-laden glances. And Yamuna is throwing colorful lotuses in Krishna's lotus feet. There is yellow lotus, blue lotus, red lotus. She thinks, let me also do some service. And the trees are extending their branches, offering flowers and fruits, saying that we can't come with you to forest, at least please take these gifts. Krishna is telling Balram, Bhaya, take these flowers and wear on your turban and pick up their fruits so trees will be happy. In this way, what to speak of humans? Even animals and birds and trees render service in Vrindavan. That is Vrindavan Dham. It is said, and one of the days Krishna was standing on the Govardhan hill with his friends and the cows and calves. It was a very hot sunny day when the wind felt that my Lord will be suffering due to the heat of the sun. Sun also becomes hot. Why in Vrindavan? Because sun wants to increase the service of everybody. So the wind started blowing. Mandahawa flowed towards Govardhan. Seeing that, Yamuna said, "Hey, wind, you are going to serve Krishna, please take my water droplets." Yamuna gave water droplets. Then a garden flowers said, "Please take our fragrance." So he picked up water droplets, picked up fragrance, went to Govardhan, went round and round. Krishna uncovered boys, and Krishna felt very relieved with the fragrance of the flowers, and just like a water cooler gives you air mixed with water right now. like a mist. Krishna enjoyed that. And Yamuna and garden flowers are happy because they don't want their name to come that we rendered service. They say, okay, wind, you take water and fragrance from us, you serve. You take the credit, but give us chance to serve. That is the mood of Vrindavan actually. And the clouds were thinking, everybody is serving, what am I doing? I am sleeping in the corner of the sky. So the cloud started migrating towards Vrindavan. And it came above the Govardhan hill like a big umbrella. Above Krishna and covered boys and gave complete shade. And the cloud became very happy that I am taking the heat of the sun and giving shade to Krishna. So see, this is the mood of Vrindavan. Tat sukhi sukhitvam. खुद को तकलीफ लेना, भगवान को सुख देना. This is called tat sukhi sukhitvam. भगवान के सुख में सुख पाना, भगवान के दुख में दुख पाना. This is bhakta. So the cloud felt very happy. When the clouds came near, they could hear the flute sound of Krishna more nicely. Very happy. In this way, Krishna enters forest and performs many pastimes with his friends. He's showing to Balaram forest. What is Krishna doing here in the picture? See? What is he doing? Imitating? Peacock. Yeah. See here, All covered boys are laughing. See, they are jumping like a frog. See, there is a frog sitting. You are able to see? Here? Here. Now they are relaxing under a tree. Krishna is playing on the flute. They are sitting coolly and now they'll take lunch now. After lunch, they are relaxing. Who is sleeping? Yeah, Balaram is sleeping. Krishna is massaging feet because Krishna doesn't play the role of God in Vrindavan. See, one boy is giving a laugh for Balaram to sleep. Another boy is singing and another boy is fanning. One boy is playing shank. One boy is clapping hands and singing. Krishna is massaging, you see. So beautiful, see. Here, who is sleeping? Yeah. And Gopas made a pillow of leaves, buds, etc. They were massaging his feet and they were singing songs, you see. So Yashoda is absorbed thinking about Krishna in the forest like this. Here you see, Krishna is lying under the tree, root of the tree. Balaram is massaging his feet, you see. He is attracting everybody by his flute. Cows and deers. This is called Vanabhoj. In the afternoon time, Krishna is telling his friends, my dear friends, look at this beautiful sandy beach of Yamuna. It is so nice. There are so many shady trees. Although the sun is hot in the sky, the sun doesn't touch the ground at all because the trees are covering on all sides. Why don't we sit here and take our lunch? Because there are a lot of grasses. Our cows can graze the grasses. We can eat our lunch and we can wash our hands. Yamuna is near. This is my proposal. What do you say? All the covered boys say, Sadhu, Sadhu, well done, good place. And then everybody sits together. Every boy thought that Krishna is sitting right in front of me. Krishna gave them that feeling. Nobody thought I am sitting behind Krishna. How he gave the feeling, only Krishna can do that. He gave everybody a feeling. Vishwanath Thakur says, if you develop attraction for these pastimes of Krishna and covered boys, you will enter the spiritual world and you will get a house in the same lane where Krishna is living. So now I was thinking, how can so many people get in the same lane? We have millions of people. That is not possible in material world. But in spiritual world, it's possible. Because there is no limitation of space and time. How? Don't ask how now. Go there and then see. Everybody can have a house next to Krishna's house. And you can watch this pastimes and participate. This is the verse I told you right now, few minutes ago. Kadamakanand will sing this beautiful song. Hadaram maduram vadanam maduram nayanam maduram hasitam maduram
nayanam madhuram hasitam madhuram
hridaya madhuram Gamanam Maduram
Hridayam Madhuram Gamanam Madhuram
Madhuradipate Rakiram Maduram
Madhuradhipate Rakhiram Madhuram.
See, when Krishna plays on his flute in a moonlit night, his lips are shining beautifully. And his face is like a full moon, Vrindavan Chandra, we call him, right? And his eyes are like lotus petals. They are glancing very mercifully. And his hridayam, his heart is also beautiful because how he deals with this Rama, very lovingly. And with his friends and Yashoda, everybody. And his walking is also beautiful behind the cows. He has tender feet and he walks with barefoot to the forest. And about his Madhuradhipati, Krishna, everything is beautiful about him. Renur Madhuro, Renur Madhuraha.
Renur Madhuro, Renur Madhura.
Don't sing in the mic, huh? Raga should be captured. Renur Madhura, Renur Madhuraha, Renur. Padir Madhura, Padam Madhura. Nrityam Madhuram, Sakhyam Madhuram. Madhuradhipate Akilam Madhuram. Madhuradhipate Madhuradhipate Akilam Madhuram. Madhuradhipate. See, when he plays on the flute, even Brahma, who is doing puja, when he hears the flute, he drops the puja and comes running outside his palace to see where is this flute sound coming from. All the rishis going to cave, oh, they are in dhyan mudra. When they hear the flute, they stop their dhyan, jump up. Even they want to hear Krishna's flute. Devatas flying in the Akash Marg, they land in Vrindavan with their aeroplanes. And needless to say, the cows drinking milk from the udders of the mother cow, when they hear the flute sound, it is so nectarian, they stop drinking milk. Like that, their mouths are in the udders, but they are not drinking. They want to drink this nectar. When Krishna's flute stops, then they continue drinking milk. And cows have grass in their mouth. As soon as Krishna plays on the flute, like that, their ears are standing. And they are like cups. They are drinking the honey of the Krishna's flute sound. And they stop eating the grass. And the deers, wherever they are, they come running along with their husbands. The deers, cows, calves, peacocks, cuckoos, parrots, monkeys, along with then covered boys, covered girls. He attracts everybody. One most important thing about Krishna, generally people think that we say about gopis attracted to Krishna, but even the gopas are also attracted. You will see that he attracts both men and women. You can recite this shloka. Yasyananam Makarakundala Charukarna Brajat Kapola Subhagam Savilasahasam Nityotsavam Natatrupur Drishabhe Pebantyo Naryo Narascha Mudita Kupita Nimescha. See the last line. Nari means woman. Nara means? That means Krishna attracts only women? No, he attracts women and men. Not only men. He attacks deers, peacocks also. See, when we went to wildlife sanctuary, once we saw, when the deer see the human beings, they run away. You've seen that? Deers come running to you or running away from you. But when Krishna plays on the flute, they come. The other day I showed you a video how when Krishna plays on the flute, everybody came running to him, correct? No? Therefore, he is such a Kamadeva. Krishna is the original Kamadeva. Why? He attracts all living entities. Therefore, it's called Krish, means to attract. Na means to give happiness. Whereas our other Kamadev and Rati, they can only create attraction between the same species. Like a boy is attracted to girl, girl to boy. Now cockroach is attracted to cockroach to cockroach. Share to share ni to share. More to more ni to more. Correct, na? The same species madness is created by material Kamadeva. But Krishna is spiritual Kamadeva. He attracts whom? Huh? Everyone. That's the difference. Yeah, that it is. So you can see that. That's why he's Venur Madhura. And then Renur Madhura, his dust of his feet is so powerful. Because that dust saved, Ahilya was in a form of a stone. She became Ahilya by the dust of feet of Lord Ramachandra. Panir Madhura, his hand is also so powerful. When Arjuna would get battle wounds, Krishna would just touch. As soon as he would touch the wound of Arjuna, it will be gone. Kaliya also, when Kaliya got cracks in his mouth, when Krishna touched the cracks, immediately it disappeared. Generally, when we get cracks in the body, what do? We have to apply some medicine, right? No? Tetramycin, erythromycin, mycin. You committed some sin for which you got the cut. And then you apply the ointment, takes 3-4 days to cure. Whereas when Krishna would touch, immediately it will be gone. That is the power of his pani, hand. And his hand is always giving Ashirvad, Varadaraj, with his this mudra. Pada mudra means his feet are very beautiful also. His tender feet. Feet has 16 symbols which give blessings to devotees. And Nrityam Maduram. His dance is very beautiful.
తజ్జం తగతజ్జం తగధిగతజ్జం తామీల మనోహర జాల విభూషణ నిరత చలంచల భుజంగ నర్తన
నీరజదళాత అధిక మృదుల పద నికట తరంగో తుంగ తాడంగ నృత్తక నృత్తకతాం తకతై
తక తదినిదియత తక తాకిట నగ జగ దృగ జగనందం తక నక జగ దృగ జగనందం
యమునా తటాక తుంగ తరంగం హిమకరస్తిమిత రమిత శుభాంగం ఇతస్తతశ్చర కరుణాపాంగం యది వర హృదయ సరోరుహ బృంగం
దినత తిల్లాన ధృగుతకిట తిల్లాన
తిలక సింధూర అలక శృంగార వదన గంభీర ఉరగఫణ సంచార నంద సుకుమార నవనీత దధి చోర చందమణిహార జలజ భవనుత ధీర
నంద సుకుమార నవనీత దధి చోర స్వచ్ఛంద మణిహార జలజ భవనుత ధీర జయ విజయీ భవనంద కుమార ప్రజజన పరమానంద కిశోర కాళీయ నటనానంద గంభీర కరుణా రసయుత భావ శరీర
దీం తతాం తదీం తతాం తతై
చిత్రిత ముద్రిత విద్యుత ముద్భవ మద్భుత పద లోల
తాకు జనం తరి తదిమి తకిట జనం
దిమ్మిదెత్తయ్య తరిగడ తగ తజ్జం కిడతగద దిమ్మిదెత్తయ్య అతిశయ సుఖ నిరుపమకర పాదజం కిడతగద దిమ్మిదెత్తయ్య
సరస మోహ మురళీ రవనాం చలిత కృత పాదత్తాం
తగ దిమి దిమి జను జనుతం తదాప్త తిల్లాన కనక భూషణ తకిట తగ తగాయ ముఖ పరమంతస్మిత నవవర పూజిత పదయుగలా సమనయన కమలదల చలన ముని హృదయమపి చోర చాతుర దయాకర మురాది భీకర మద మధుకర మధుపధరల సమనయన కమలదల చలన ముని హృదయమపి చోర చాతుర దయాకర.
It's a nice dance. This is Krishna dancing on Kaliya. That was Nrityam Madhuram. His dance was so beautiful. There are two things happening. Above Kaliya's hoods, his dance is described now. We heard that. He's wearing a kasturi tilakam. He has a beautiful smile on his face. His movement of his tender limbs are so attractive. Devatas are showering flowers. Gandharvas are also playing instruments. Everybody rejoiced. And below his lotus feet, there was a terrible thing happening, which Kaliya was feeling like thunderbolt hitting on his head, and all his poison was vomited out. So in this way, Krishna danced on Kaliya's hoods and purified him. His dance is beautiful. And then Sakya Madhuram, his friendship with Arjuna is beautiful. Madhuradhipater, Nikila Madhuram. Geetam Madhuram, Pitam Madhuram, Geetam Geetam Madhuram, Pitam Madhuram. Bhuktam Madhuram, Suptam Madhuram. Rupam Madhuram, Tilakam Madhuram. Madhuradhipate, Akilam Madhuram, Madhuradhipate, Madhuradhipate, Akilam Madhuram. See, this Bhagavad Gita is sweet because even after 5,000 years, there are 800 commentaries on Gita. He has spoken such powerful words which are described and elaborated by so many learned people. And his Pitambar, dhoti, was shining like dazzling gold, which was glorified by Bhishma Pitama in the battle of Kurukshetra. And Bhukta Madhuram, even his eating is beautiful along with his friends in the bank of Yamuna. And you all know the famous eating lord in the world. Who is eating lord? Jagannath. And his sleeping is beautiful. Yashoda's friends come to see sleeping Krishna, how sweet he looks in sleeping. So, who is the sleeping lord? Anybody knows? Ranganath. Ranganath is lying. So, when we sleep, who is going to come to see our sleep? Imagine a friend comes to meet you, your mother says he's sleeping, then go away. But when Ranganath is lying down, thousands of people come to see him. Come to see the sleeping lord who's lying in Anantashesha. So, in this way, his eating beauty, a sleeping beauty, Suptam Madhuram. And his Rupa Madhuram, his form is beautiful, like a covered boy, the fully bending form. And he wears a tilakam, which is like Kasturi tilak, is beautiful. So like this, everything about him is sweet. Beautiful, it is said there. That is Krishna. Evening is coming back after the herding of the cows and calves. Mother Yashoda and Nanda are waiting. Behind them are the gopis waiting with the arati plates to perform arati and welcome Krishna back in the evening. This spiritual world. So when you come back in the evening, we will enter into Krishna's Madhurya Rasa, the last part of this whole series of pastimes. Shri Prabhupada ki, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki, Krishna Bhagavan ki. Thank you very much. Krishna.
Hare Krishna.